Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be covering some 1.19 mods for Forge. These mods add some little things to the game, some are bigger than others, and they are all for 1.19, at least 1.19.2. So if you enjoyed this video, do leave a like and subscribe, and let's jump straight to it. So this first one is the Troll mod, and this adds two items. The first one is this, which when right clicking, the Troll will place a random item from your hotbar. And when right clicking on a block that you recently placed, the last 5 blocks, you can actually mine it, which that makes this really good. And then it also does as this refill upgrade, which combined with a troll in an anvil in order to make it refill the slot of the used block after placement from your inventory. So what that basically means is if you have 32 coal there, and you have, let's say, 16 up here, if you add this on the thingy, it will refill that block when you place it. So let's quickly just show you how this works. How it works is any block inside of your hotbar will be placed down at a random thing when you click on the ground. And if you have more stacks, as let's say we have more sand, then there'll be a higher chance for sand to be placed. And if we obviously group them all up, then it'll be a 1 in 4 that any block will be placed. Which just makes building really good. Because if you want a random pallet, but you can't do one yourself, or you've tried it, it looks horrible, then this adds an item that randomly does it for you. So if I placed it down 5 blocks right here, that's 5 blocks. The 6th block, I quickly just want to move bedrock, because obviously you can't break that. The 6th block will not be able to be broken, which was this cobblestone, but as you can see, if I crouch and hold the break button, it will break all of the blocks we placed, which I think is really good, because if you accidentally place a block in the wrong spot, you can then just use this to break any block, and it works with dirt-based blocks, it works with stone-based blocks, and also hoe and wood-based blocks. This next mod is called Critters and Companions, and it adds quite a lot of new mobs to the game. So let's quickly just show them all. It adds a dragonfly, which looks super cool. It adds a ferret. I love the look of these. I think these are the cutest thing as well, especially the animations of them. As you can see, it like bobs up and down as it runs. I think they're so cute. You've then got the Dumbo octopus. I think these have to be in water, but once again, they look super adorable. You've got the coalfish. I think that is pronounced. I could be wrong. Once again, these are spawned in water. And as you can see, if I spawn the octopus inside of water, it's stationary on the block. I don't think it moves too much. And they do have some random colors, as you can see. There's a purple, a orange looking one, a yellow looking one. And they now seem to be moving, and there's also a red one right there. And then this is the fish. It's a lot bigger than Minecraft fish. We then got the leaf insect, which, as you can see right here, it's a little tiny bug that looks kind of like an autumn leaf. We then got the otter spawn egg, which once again, I think these are adorable as well. Okay, it turns out the otters jump in the water, and they swim pretty fast. And they also hold fish in their hand while hunting fish. That's pretty cool. And they do also eat the food. That's also really cool. Was that just laying on its back? This mod just gets even better. It does. It lays on its back and eats the fish while hovering in the water. We then have the red panda, which as you can see right here, once again, it's sleeping. This mod is so cool. I really like the animations, the models, the actual abilities the mobs have. And then finally we have the sea bunny, which I think should be in water again. So let's quickly just place it in water. As you can see, I don't actually know what this sea bunny does, but it just seems to sit at the bottom of the water. And finally, they add 3 new items called the Pearl Necklace. They have 3 different levels, each level giving you a different ability or a better ability. As you can see, level 1 gives base swimming speed plus 10. The level 2 gives 20% base swim speed, and the level 3 gives 30%. But they also give minus 20% drown detection range, minus 20% detection range for drowned again, but minus 40 for the guardian, and then minus 60 for guardian, and also minus 60 for the drowned. This next mod is called Environmental Expansion, and once again it adds some cool looking mobs. First of all, we have the beaver right here. And then we have the mudfish, which as you can see, it's once again a lot bigger than fish. It does go inside of water. We have the merked, which is a looking husky, overgrown, muddy zombie. which I think this is such a cool looking mob, and it's a really good and unique idea. And then we have the crane, which I don't know what this is. It's a type of bird, it looks like. I don't know what it does or if it does anything, but I think my favorite mob out of all of these is definitely this zombie. it just looks super cool. I love the whole texture and stuff like that. Does it do anything upon hitting? No, it does quite a lot of damage, but it don't seem to give any effect or anything. It then does add some new plants. It adds water sage, which does not go in water, it goes on land. And it also adds reeds, which once again don't seem like they go in water. It does also make this stick block, which is a block made of sticks. And then it does also add a new wood type called willow. This next mod is called twigs, and I like this one so much because it adds so much to the game, especially for building and stuff like that. It adds 3 new lantern types, which as you can see right here, it adds the lamp, it adds the soul lamp, and it also adds the crimson shroomlight lamp. These are so cool looking, and it does also add a lot of other blocks for Minecraft blocks. As you can see, there is polished amethyst right here. It does also add a lot of bamboo stuff we are seeing in 1.20, but with altered textures, which you can see everything adds right here. As you can see, there is quite a lot, especially some new cobblestone variants, some new bricked variants, also basalt. Then we've got twisted or twisting polished blackstone, also weeping polished blackstone. It adds new tough variants, new calcite variants, new copper variants, also some other new blocks to the game, also new blackstone variants. It does also add things like tables, which as you can see right here, I like the copper. The copper looks really cool with the texture they've actually given it, and it is also directional, as you can see. The direction on it depends on the way you're looking. I also do like the new cobblestone bricks. Also, these look really cool. It's blackstone mixed with twisted vines, and then this is blackstone mixed with weeping vines. And then there are also some new lantern types, which as you can see right here is a lantern with a flower on the side, and you can also get all different types. You can get the allium, or you can get blue orchid, which as you can see they're exactly the same, just with different flowers on. And I think my favorite is this petrified lichen. It, I think, has a better texture than glow lichen, and I think it does still give off a light level. If we quickly go over here where there is 0 block light, yeah, as you can see, it still gives off light level of 7, but I think it has a lot better texture than glow lichen. It looks a bit more like something that should be in caves. And finally, the last mod I'm going to be showcasing today is called straw statues. This adds a straw statue to the game, which if I quickly just grab a crafting table and show you the recipe, as you can see, this is the recipe right here: 1 hay bale with then 6 sticks, and that will give you 1 straw statue. Now as you can see, upon placing it down, it's a humanoid looking thing with actual thing, but you can actually edit it, which I think is the best thing ever. And as you can see, by doing this, this changes the way the head is looking. As you can see, you can alter it a lot, and then this does it the way it's actually like angled at, which I think is super cool. This does the cape, so if you was to give it a cape, then you could change the way the cape was looking. This does the left arm, so as you can see, the left arm you can move. This does the right arm, so you can move the right arm to wherever you want it. I think this is like a super cool mod. I've never heard of this before until I actually went looking. As you can see, this one does the leg, and this one does the other leg. So let's just quickly make it so it looks like it's sort of flying. You can also copy and paste. You can also randomize, reset, and lock, which I think is super cool. But as you can see, there are some default poses, so if you don't know how to make your own, then you can randomly set some. You can also change the style, so you can show the name, and as you can see, you can edit the name right here. You can also make it a baby armor stand. You can also make the arms slim and fat. You can also add no gravity, so if you actually break the blocks below it, it won't fall. You can also make it sealed, which means the actual statue can't be broken, the equipment it's wearing cannot be changed, and it disallows opening this menu in survival mode. So if you're setting up like a creative server and you don't want people to edit these, then you can do that, meaning if they're in survival, they won't be able to alter it. Now, for anyone wondering how you actually open up this GUI is you place one down, and then you sneak while looking at it, and then click, and it will open up the GUI. You can also model parts, so if you don't want the say cape to show, you don't want a jacket to show, this is for like 3D aspects of it, like my skin, which has the 3D ears and stuff like that, so you can turn them all off if you do want to. You can also set the position. So let's say you want it, you've placed it down, but then you want to move it over by a few blocks. You can do that by doing so. Let's move it by 16 pixels so it's a bit more obvious. As you can see, it's now over here. And then finally, you can give it equipment. So let's say you want to actually give it some netherite armor. So let's quickly just grab some of that. And then we also want to give it, let's say, an axe. No, actually, let's say a hoe, because it's a straw man. So let's also give it a netherite hoe. So as you can see, we can now equip all this on to the actual stand. Then we can put the hoe right there. And we can also give it an offhand item. Let's say in the offhand, it is holding poppies, and as you can see right there, it's now wearing the armor, it's holding the hoe, and it's also holding the poppy. It's basically like the armor stands data pack, just with 3D models rather than armor stands, which I think is super cool. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of the mods I talked about in the description, and let me know your favorite one as well. But anyway, if you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.